Yo, yo, what's happening? So this might be a little jumbled, and I'm hoping to make it as cohesive as possible, but we were out last night and just talking to people and seeing where their heads are at, and everything just had me mulling stuff in my mind. I just had to get it out. I'm curious how many people are privy to Agenda 21, Agenda 30, I think it's Agenda 2030, and Codex Alimentarius. They're all, I think they're like UN programs that a bunch of the more developed countries are involved in, and it's all about like sustainability and stuff. But from just talking to people and, how powerful the internet is. You can literally learn anything. And it blows me away that more people aren't hip to Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, Codex Alimentarius, when it's basically, I don't know what you want to call them, but the power structure, the ultra rich, and it's their plans for you. It's that simple. It's not a pipe dream or things they hope that happen. It's things that they are moving forward with. And it's been in cycle for a long time now. And it's starting to play out in a lot of different ways. I drive around and I see so many farmlands for sale. The only things they grow where I live are soybeans and corn. I don't eat meat. I maybe a couple times a year I eat meat. But for the most part, we eat stuff that we grow during the growing season, and we buy our food from local farmers and co-ops and stuff like that. But what I'm getting at is, you tell people things, you tell them about Agenda 21 and Agenda 2030 and Codex Alimentarius, and they put you in this box that you're crazy and that, the end is near. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is complete control over everything. If you see the way that they treat animals and the way that they experiment on animals, they've been doing it for a long time. A lot of the vaccines and stuff, that started with animals, to get you comfortable with doing it to yourself. Codex Alimentarius is all about the food that you're going to eat. And they basically tell you in Codex Alimentarius that there will be no more nutrients in food that you buy at stores. You will need Big Pharma to prescribe you different nutrients and vitamins and stuff that are essential to your well-being, and they'll decide if you need it or not. They'll give you a test and say, So this stuff is happening. Agenda 2030, it's all about sustainability. It's all about people living in certain areas. And, they've told you over and over, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Personal property will be a thing of the past. But it just blows me away. Like I said before, that the internet, people, it's like you don't trust yourself. It's like when people try to argue with you and they're like, oh, where'd you see that on YouTube? Or where'd you see that on Reddit? Or it's like people are so brainwashed that the only information that people will listen to is if it comes off the TV or one of these scientists, eugenicists that helped draw up Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, Codex Alimentarius. So we need to, you have to arm yourself with facts. Come here, buddy. Tunes. It's pretty early where I'm at. I had to talk about this because I woke up and it was kind of fresh on my mind. And I've just always been a seeker. I've always liked reading, even when I was, come on, Bruno. Even when I was like 12, 15, I loved reading. I mean, my first job when I was 15, 16 years old, I would take a break. They would give me a lunch break or whatever, and I'd go out in my car and read. So it's just crazy how blind people are. And I blame the school systems for that. They teach you to just memorize useless information and to basically give up the sovereignty in your mind to actually do your own research. They want you to think that everything is already figured out and they got this. They got this. Don't do anything. They got this. Just tune in at 6 p.m. They'll give you an update. Go get some Chick-fil-A. Go get hammered. And tune in tomorrow and we'll update you on what's going on next. You see these headlines online. I was going to make a separate video about this. But there's this, it's a growing trend in headlines and stuff. And it'll say like, for example, the Olympics. Everything you need to know about the Olympics. All right. And then it trends towards everything you need to know about the Las Vegas shooting. Everything you need to know about, any headline that's coming out. They like to get their control wrapped around it, because with social media and everything now, and just the internet, information's just fast. So they have to ramp it up. The propaganda has to be ramped up. That's why it's in your face all the time. That's why all you hear about is the jab now. The jab. Because they move too fast. And they've made mistakes. So people are calling that out. Smart people. Smart people that are being silenced. Because they're not talking about what the news is telling you. So, I don't even remember what I was saying, but, it's really important to arm yourself with facts. Just, learn about Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, Codex Alimentarius, and all these things. These are PDF files that you can pull up online that are verified plans. And they're wild. I'm not even going to get into some of them because it's kind of like fear-mongering shit, and I don't like dealing with that, especially in the morning. But it's important to arm yourself with that. So if you're talking to somebody that is, and I'm not talking about waking people up. I'm just talking about normal talk and discourse where somebody brings something up so you don't look like you're crazy. When someone else is just parroting the Mockingbird media, and you can just drop some facts and you can pull them up, it definitely makes you feel better because you don't feel crazy, So I know this video was kind of all over the place, but I'm getting eat up by bugs right now and mosquitoes and stuff. Because I just wanted to get this off my chest. But we need more seekers. Stop using the internet for mindless stuff just to pass time. People are so lost that they do things just to pass time, just to get older. Wasting, you know? So that's all I got. I'll probably do another one kind of piggybacking off of this maybe later. I gotta go do some event with my daughter, riding horses at the fair today, so I'm pretty excited for that. But I hope everybody's well and everyone's having a great weekend. And do some research. And it is research. Don't let anyone tell you that watching YouTube videos and searching the internet and doing stuff on the internet that's not mainstream isn't research, because it is. So, peace.